My name is Dave Smith. I was a corporal. I served in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years, and I'm originally from Akron, Ohio, and right now I'm a student at University of California, Berkeley. It's just something that I always wanted to do. You know, ever since I was a kid, I was like playing guns in the backyard, and I always had a lot of respect for guys who are in the military, so it was just always kind of there. And as soon as I graduated high school, that's what I wanted to do. When I was deployed to Iraq in 2004 in particular, we had pretty rough deployment. We went up into places like Najaf, fought through cemeteries, stuff like that. Had a lot of close friends who were injured or killed. There's just a lot of violence, just a very rough deployment. And I didn't realize the effect that it had on me until probably a few years later. You know, like I have nightmares and stuff like that. I'd say the thing that I struggle with most is I have difficulty keeping relationships together. I get angry at people a lot. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that I really try and bottle up and hide, but actually what happened recently, it all just kind of blows up, you know. So that's why I'm doing stuff like this ride and going and talking to counselors and making sure that I get it all taken care of rather than trying to bottle it up on my own and let it blow up in my face. Wounded Warrior Project has done a lot for me, actually. The first thing that I did with Wounded Warrior Project was I did a soldier ride in San Diego, and it was a really cool event. They put us up in a nice hotel, and we rode around the city of San Diego. We went through Camp Pendleton with, I think it was probably 500 or more civilians who wanted to ride with vets, and it was just a really cool feeling to know that people supported us and wanted to be around us. They also took me skydiving. They flew me to northern Maine to go whitewater rafting for a week. They've provided just kind of like counseling and general emotional support for, you know, some of the stuff that I'm dealing with. So they've been great, and this ride will be a really cool opportunity. Even knowing what I know, with the difficulties, all the things that I struggle with, having the nightmares, having all the painful memories, all the stuff that goes on, I'd never change anything about my decision to serve. Well, I think that having all these organizations such as Wounded Warrior Project are great, because when a lot of guys came back from Vietnam, they were kind of spit on, they were mistreated, and they didn't have anything, and as a result, you can see it today in a lot of the Vietnam vets who they're kind of messed up, and a lot of them committed suicide or have severe issues with alcohol and things like that. So with groups like Wounded Warrior Project and a lot of the other ones that are out there, vets can come back, they can get the things that they need taken care of in a timely manner so that it doesn't stay bottled up and it doesn't cause problems down the road. I'm really looking forward to meeting President Bush. He seems like an amazing guy, and I've heard nothing but great things about him, and I'd like to see if he can cycle as well as he thinks he can. Well, I started mountain biking about 2 years ago with a buddy who lived in Texas. He was actually living in California at the time, but got me into mountain biking and stuff like that, and it's been great for me. And mountain biking to me is my stress reliever. It's how I get out and just, when I'm having really bad days, when I can't stop thinking about Iraq, when everything's just really bad, I get a mountain bike, you know, and I go out to the mountains and just jam, and everything else kind of fades away. It requires so much concentration to really go really fast down the trails and you know, jump over rocks and all that kind of stuff, and really get into it. And the other thing that allows me to do is just completely exhaust myself. So whatever is there, I come back to my truck after biking and I'm just done.